it's not the best news in the world, okay? You're being charged today with first-degree murder of Noah Smith. You have no bond. This is just a charge. It's not a conviction. You understand what that difference is? Okay, it just means that you have a warrant for your arrest for murder. You are going to be charged today.
Don't cry
now. It doesn't
now.
mean that things aren't going to play out differently with the attorneys.
Don't cry now. Thought you was a gangster.
So they're going to book you in down here again.
Be a gangster then.
For the charge of homicide. And then things can play out how they play out with the attorneys. But our role, our responsibility here is done. You're basically pissing on my back and telling me it's right here.
But I'm telling you, there was a fourth person in that car.
This is 26-year-old Stephen Monroe, arguably one of the most arrogant suspects the detectives have ever encountered. He's accused of shooting to death 16-year-old Noah Smith during a gang fight. The detective wastes no time in giving him a brutal reality check.
You need to tell me the truth. The truth that happened that night is that you guys go down there, you're in the front seat, you have your Glock on you, this boy shot at you and tried to kill you. You guys pull around and you shot at him back. Was it self-defense?
I never had a gun, though.
But getting closure from Stephen won't be as easy as the detectives thought. Instead, they're about to be met with even more arrogance and a twist they never saw coming.
I didn't shoot.
Oh,
You know what I'm telling you, man. That's all I can tell you.
What caliber gun did you shoot that night?
I didn't shoot any guns.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
On January 12, 2022, 26-year-old Stephen Monroe, 23-year-old Tyrese Patterson, and 16-year-old Devondre Williams were in a black Kia Niro SUV driving through Bunnell, Florida. They went live on Instagram at 5 p.m., taunting Ed Sampson, a guy from a rival gang.
Went live?
They were daring him to fight. The trio circled the area around 405 South Anderson Street several times, seemingly looking for trouble. Around 10 p.m., Monroe and Patterson opened fire at Terrell Sampson, Ed Sampson's brother, sparking a dangerous exchange of gunfire. In the chaos, Terrell's friend, 16-year-old Noah Smith, stepped outside his house, completely unaware of the ongoing gang conflict. A bullet struck him, passed through his body, and killed him instantly. Stephen Monroe and the other suspects were finally arrested in May 2022, months after evading law enforcement. Once in custody, Stephen was brought into the interrogation room, where the pressure of the situation began to overpower him. As the detectives pressed for answers, Stephen did his best to manipulate and evade them, but the truth slowly began to surface.
So, some of the things that we want to talk about here today is basically a clarification on some of the stuff from the incident with Noah Smith from January. Okay, so we have spent obviously hundreds, thousands of hours collecting all the information from everybody that was there, all the cameras, all the cell phone records, all the Instagram records, all that. So there's some inconsistencies in what you told us that we need to clarify. Okay. Now I want to ask you one more time: who was in the car the night when you left Rose Pedal Drive and you went down to Pinell that ultimately ended up with Noah Smith passing away?
Some dude that I didn't know, and then it was me, Dre, and Pooh.
Okay, where were you seated?
On this, behind the dude on the left side, from the dude that I didn't know.
Okay, so who was in the front seat?
The Pooh and Dre was on the right side of me.
Okay, so this is that, and I'm glad that's the first thing you said, because this is the inconsistencies that we have. Okay, so we've met with Dre, and we've also met with Titans.
Okay.
All right, they have made it very clear exactly what occurred that day, and what we've determined is that you're being less than honest with us. Yes, about who was in the car that night and where he was.
No, sure.
Well, all the evidence would suggest that you're not telling us the exact story. We know that there was only 3 people in the car that night. So this guy that you've talked about, this guy with the wigs that was supposed to be driving the car, we can tell at this point for sure that person does not exist. Okay, we know who was driving because they told us out of their own mouth that they were driving. Devondre Williams, in an interview with his mom and us, sat there and told us very clearly that he drove the car down to Pinell that night. Okay, and he said very clearly that only him, you and Tyrese Patterson were in that car.
It's not true.
Okay, well, in an independent, separate conversation with Tyrese Patterson, today, Tyrese Patterson confirmed that Devondre Williams was driving, and then you and Tyrese Patterson were on the right side of the car. Okay, so we have witnesses, cameras, cell phone records. When phones are in a car with each other, they communicate with each other, and they can kind of tell who's all touching each other's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all. And there is no
Yeah, it's that
phone in the
deep.
car, no fourth person. How did you say that? Okay, are you sure you're talking about the same night that I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you what they told us. They told us that Devondre was driving the car. You guys leave Rose Pedal, drive down to the mill. Tyrese says that you guys were going to his grandma's house to pick up some meat. You pass the block. Terrell Sampson's standing on the corner. Terrell starts shooting at you guys. You make the block, come around. Shots were returned at Terrell Sampson. Okay? Well, you've been told that Devondre Williams had a gun, but he did not shoot anybody that night. Okay? So Devondre was driving. Tyrese was in the back seat on the passenger side, and you were in the front on the passenger side. Okay? Shots were fired at Terrell Sampson. Nobody hit Terrell Sampson. All right? Some would say unfortunately. I don't want to say that, but some would say that.
That's not the truth.
Okay. Well, we have also reviewed all your Instagram stuff, your cell phone. We've gone through everything. There's no mention of any fourth person. We interviewed everybody that was at the house that night. We talked to Adrian, Crystal, Glid, everybody clearly states that there was no fourth person in the car that night. It was just the three of you. Now, what you're risking is, if this is not true, what you're risking is now you have become the only person that's not telling the truth about this.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
There was more people in the car.
I think it looks like his other friends already ratted him out, so they're trying to get him to just admit to it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
The Instagram lives, bro.
But if you go on Instagram Live
We're not.
before you shoot at people,
Are you surprised? They put everything on the internet and think the police is not watching.
So, last thing I have for you, it's not the best news in the world, okay? You're being charged today with first-degree murder of Noah Smith. You have no bond. This is just a charge. It's not a conviction. You understand what that difference is? Okay, it just means that you have a warrant for your arrest for murder. You are going to be charged today.
Don't cry
It doesn't
now.
mean that things aren't going to play out differently.
Don't cry now. Thought you was a gangster.
So they're going to book you in down here again
Be a gangster then.
for the charge of homicide, and then things can play out how they play out with the attorneys. But our role, our responsibility here is done, and there's really not much more that we can do outside of just explaining to you the process.
Input on
But ultimately, I'm not saying that you killed Noah Smith per se. What we're saying is that many people took actions that night that led to the death of Noah Smith,
And you were one.
an innocent kid. Do you understand that? You, Dre,
Lock him up.
you, Dre, and Pooh, and Terrell Sampson all made choices that night that led a 15-year-old kid to end up losing his life. And this is what the
Why are you
lifestyle
crying? I
that
thought
guys
you were a
chose to
gangster.
live. The
Show this
fake-
to all your gangster
fake
homies right
lifestyle
now.
of rapping about killing ops and pulling out your pole,
Yep.
and I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. All that fake bull
Yep.
has led you to this point
Yep.
where now you and your friends are all going to prison for murder.
Yep.
Say,
Cry about it now, buddy.
Stephen completely breaks down as the detectives begin reading the charges against him, each one landing like a blow he can't dodge. The tough guy persona he flaunted on Instagram,
Oh, he's a rapper?
the wannabe
Yeah.
gangster image he clung to so proudly, crumbles right
got
there
him.
in the interrogation room.
Okay, well, you were scared enough to shoot into a crowd of people.
Yeah.
You shot at somebody. Like, there was multiple people out there, and you were far enough away where unless you're some military sniper, you run the risk of hurting somebody else. It would have been one thing if you guys would have returned fire immediately, but to wait 30 seconds, come around the block, and spray down the block, that's a big, big problem.
I'm just spread this song.
Yeah, well, the car did.
Boom. Capital murder convicted.
Okay, well, Pooh will be held accountable for that. He's already been charged this morning.
So basically, right, talk to Duke, and you just wanted to get that out of me so that you could charge me.
Yes,
You're already
sir.
being charged. I didn't,
Dummy.
we didn't just make this up as we were sitting.
You know, I
This is
understand what
already
you're
done.
saying, but either way,
At the end of the day,
I'm not gonna be helped regardless.
well,
Nope.
Stephen, we can't help. What we do is we
Should've got a lawyer.
collect evidence to the state attorney's
So
office.
you help me at all, bro?
What-
Or you won't help me?
No, that's not true.
He
What
is
we
helping.
are not allowed to help. We can't offer.
Did you
you
think
any-
that-
I can't promise.
What did you think was gonna
Right,
happen?
What you need to do is, no, that's not true at all. They go back and forth all the time. Your attorney can communicate with our attorney. You guys can make up some sort of situation on how this all gets resolved. It has nothing to do with us at that point. Our job is done.
Look at him.
We collect the evidence and give it to the state. The state attorney's office felt there was enough probable cause to charge you
Be
with
careful in
homicide
them
today.
showers.
That's all we're saying.
Who feels bad for you?
Stephen's tears
Thought
won't
you was a
stop,
gangster.
and the weight of his actions is finally sinking in. He's no longer trying to manipulate or dodge the truth, but the detectives know there's still something he's holding back, and that one final piece is still missing. Now, they're about to ask him one last time to confess.
Steven, look at me for a
They're
second.
good. These tapes are good.
I think you told me a lot of stuff here today. Pretty accurate. Are you 100% sure you don't remember what caliber gun you were? I mean, now that we're being honest with each other. Steven, I still think you know.
I don't.
And it wasn't your gun.
No.
You a grown ass man, a gangster.
And
And you don't know what those guns are now. Or what you do.
I'm telling you though, when we find those guns, if we can prove that it was you who hid them or didn't give them over to law enforcement, that's not going to be good for you. I hope so. Yeah. All right. Let me have your
Send him up the road.
Stephen's confession remains incomplete as he chose to hold back one key bit of information, and that was where he hid the guns. But fortunately, detectives found all the answers at the end as they secured the guns used in the crime and the CCTV footage that captured the incident. Investigators found 6 shell casings, 5 from a 9mm gun, and 1 from a .40 caliber gun. 2 years later, a friend of Stephen was found with a .40 caliber Glock 23 in Castleberry, Florida. Stephen Monroe was charged with first-degree murder for his role in the crime. His trial was held in February 2025. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without parole.
See ya.
Tyrese Patterson was first charged with first-degree murder, but later pleaded no contest to second-degree murder. He now faces 25 to 50 years in prison
See
and
ya.
is still waiting to be sentenced. Devondre Williams was also charged with first-degree murder in Noah Smith's death. He was sentenced to 55 years in prison for his
See
role
ya.
in this case and another deadly
And
shooting.
another one.
Terrell Sampson pleaded no contest to 3 counts of
He's
attempted
the young one,
manslaughter
I
with
think.
a firearm. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
That's why I got the least.
He shot at them first.
Yeah. But
And
was
he's
16.
the cause. He was the cause of the death, though.
But he was 16.
Yeah,
But if you 16, you get, you still got 12 years.
but he got manslaughter.
Yeah. But because you're a juvenile, your brain isn't fully developed. They're gonna give you, more slack. When you a grown man, no, buddy. Look, show us. Let's watch his rap video. Can we react to his music video? Look at him. He a gangster. Oh yeah.
I just can't believe
Oh
this shit, man.
yeah. Be a gangster in jail
Why are you
now.
surprised,
Life.
bro? We all, man. I don't know.
Life.
I'm just
But
surprised that y'all gonna cry about it.
Don't cry.
You think they ain't gonna cry about it?
I think he a gangster,
they
bro.
finna get they.
What does that mean?
They booty finna get taken in jail. They know what's going
It's
on.
like,
But I thought you was a gangster.
with these things that you're doing.
Like Charleston
you,
said.
you know that it's a
Consequence.
consequence
Yeah.
that your booty might get taken.
Yeah, you know.
You might never see the light of day again.
Like, do you think if you continue down this, where do you see your future going?
They don't, brother.
So
Some
In
people don't
order,
see
in
it.
order to see where your future is going, you have to have a functional brain.
Or the
you have to be able
intelligence.
to understand, hey, the things I do today could affect me tomorrow. So maybe I shouldn't join a gang and go shoot people. Maybe that wouldn't end well for me. Maybe you could go and on YouTube and watch any interview from any person in prison, and every single one of them will tell you this is not it. And then you choose not to listen. Well, then get ready to find your new home, buddy.
Well, they made it worse, bro. They put everything on Instagram, bro.
Oh, on top of that, you were beefing on Instagram before you committed
So
a
you
murder.
shot a gun with your phone in the car.
They went live. Not only that, they went
went
live
live.
on Instagram. Hey, buddy, we're looking for you.
Pull up.
To fight you. And then he's now dead. And you think that you're surprised?
Well, he didn't die.
No,
died.
no, the dude that was on the phone
Oh, yeah,
shot
a
at
different guy.
him.
Yeah, a different
His
guy.
an innocent bystander got
Yeah.
killed because of this situation.
Because he was there.
Wow.
This
See-
is sad, but this is a normal day.
That is.
Normal day in the hood.
That's a lot of bystanders.
But you know what's crazy?
Lots.
You know, people keep doing this and they don't know the technology that is coming out against. They finna have
They will
cameras.
they will figure you out.
They got cameras
This is
everywhere.
not like in 1950. There's probably like way a better chance to get away with things.
Yeah.
But now,
All
in
these
2025,
cameras,
you think you about
phones.
to get away with?
No, they actually
AI.
have. They actually
You went
have.
live.
I think they have like some type of
They can
system.
ping your phone.
Yeah, they have a system where now they
They
can
know
like,
where your phone was.
they can like tell if that's your body or not. So if you're on video, even if you got a mask on, they can like match
Oh
up the
yeah, he's
body.
5'7.5", 180. That's
So,
him.
Even if you say that's not me,
Yeah, it
they
is.
can literally know
It's
it's
enough.
you.
Bro, they got
Without the
AI
face.
cameras everywhere,
You
bro.
got snitched on. You went live. Then he admitted to it. I shot one time. Boom, done. Got him. Did you? Are you stupid, brother? You're a rapper, right? You have money. Where's your lawyer? Why didn't you plead the fifth until your lawyer came? But you're actually
think he
not
got
a
money
smart
for a
human.
lawyer?
He's a rapper.
Man, now this shit.
His lawyer would have been there,
He could have got a public defender for free. Everyone gets one.
but they didn't.
Like
he
who?
didn't-
But you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to say nothing to them. He could have just been quiet.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even smart enough to figure that out. Not only are you a criminal, you're a dumb criminal.
They put their hand on his shoulder, bro.
Gotta
They
make
gave
the
him the
right
they
choice,
gave him
bro.
the McDonald's bag,
You
bro.
want a cigarette? You want a cigarette and a burger, boy? We'll get you a black and white.
Oh, bro,
These guys,
they
man.
killed an innocent person, bro. That's
And he's 26. Like, imagine how many young people he influenced. That's what.
Bro, they were gang members.
Yeah.
People join gangs at young ages.
But he was 26 and killed a 16-year-old.
He was
15.
riding in the car with a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that is bad.
These are the, like,
I would not hang out with no 16-year-old at my age.
I would never do that. But guess what? I wouldn't join a gang. So,
Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Let us know what y'all think in the comments, guys.
You got to open that up all the way. What is that? What is that? No. Pull it out.